Hi everyone, I'm Tony with Clarkson Santoro, and this is our San Ramon Real Estate update for Friday, March 4th. In this weekly series, we update you on the latest trends that are occurring in our real estate market here in San Ramon. Using our more than 50 combined years of experience, helping clients buy and sell homes, we explain what those trends mean for you as a homeowner or as someone looking for a house you will love to call home. The current inventory is 26 homes, up from 24 last week. The average asking price of those homes was $1,835,000, which is down from last week's average of $1,899,000. 17 homes asking an average of $1,881,000 went pending this week. That is more pending homes than last week's number of 15, with a higher average asking price from last week's $1,877,000. A total of 10 homes sold this week, with an average sales price of $2,060,000. That average price was up from last week's average price of $1,754,000, and a total number of sold homes was higher than last week's 3. Now for our thoughts on what the numbers tell us about this past month. At the beginning of the year, there were only 4 active homes on the market, which is a historically low inventory level. We have seen inventory grow since then, and at the end of last month, there were 19 homes on the market. At the beginning of the year, we saw the average asking price of homes come down significantly, as you can see here. This chart is a little misleading. The very low inventory at the start of the year were smaller homes, making it look like values were starting to decline. But as you can see, values have continued to increase over the first 2 months of this year. One of the best measures of a market strength is how long homes take to sell. As this chart demonstrates, most every house sold within 9 days of being placed on the market, which is about 1/3 of the average time a home takes to sell in a normal market. There's been one home in particular that has sat on the market since January 1st. Adjusting for that home, there would have been no homes on the market for over 9 days for half of the past 2 months. The low inventory has made it very difficult for buyers to find and secure a home. Consequently, the number of pending sales started out very low at the start of the year. As more homes came on the market, sales have picked up. This chart outlining the asking price of pending sales is a classic example of how careful you must be in analyzing data. At first glance, it might give you the impression that property values are falling, but a closer examination reveals that the sample size of homes that were pending were made up of a disproportionate number of smaller homes. It makes the clear point that you need a large number of data points to make a good conclusion. This next chart proves the point that values are not declining, but are in fact continuing their dramatic rise. Prior to the year 2021, homes traditionally sold within 2% of the asking price on average. In 2021, the average house sold for about $177,000 over the asking price, or a little more than 10%. This year, that average over asking number has surpassed $200,000, and the 30-day rolling average at the end of February was $280,000. As this chart shows, the number does not appear to be getting smaller anytime soon. Last year was a historic year of real estate appreciation, and San Ramon experienced a rise of 32% from the previous year. No other year has ever exceeded 19%. This year, we are seeing appreciation, using the 30-day rolling average, at about $325,000, or roughly 18%. Although that number is lower than last year's average, we suspect the low inventory and smaller home sales of the beginning of the year is holding that number down. If the over-asking amounts remain near the current levels, the most recent pending sales clearly indicate a coming surge in the value of closing homes in March. We suspect that the year-over-year appreciation level will climb back to the close to matching last year's appreciation very soon. There are 2 other data points we watch to understand what the market is doing, and more importantly, where the market may be headed. Those 2 data points are interest rates and the tech equities stock market. Interest rates are rising and appear to be on an upward path for the next 6 to 9 months. At least that is the signal we are receiving from the Federal Reserve. Rates have increased by about 33% this year, and that is impacting some buyers' ability to afford a home, which in turn could start to affect property values in general. A great threat to buying power for San Ramon buyers is their stock portfolio, and in particular, their high-tech equities. In our experience of analyzing the proof of funds that buyers provide with their offers to our sellers, most successful buyers have large down payments, ranging from 30% to 60% down. Most of their down payments are cash and stocks that will become cash. A downturn in the high-tech equities market would impact San Ramon property values. The metric we use to track this equity market is the Invesco QQQ fund. In the last 6 months, this fund has declined 9%. A troubling but not a fatal trend, and certainly something we will keep a close eye on. I hope this weekly summary and commentary was helpful. Let me know in the comments down below if you have specific questions you would like us to answer in these updates about what the numbers mean for you. And if you find this information helpful, hit the like button and subscribe so that you will always be up to date on the latest real estate news here in San Ramon. Have a safe weekend, and we will see you next week with a new update.